Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Emily and this is mine and my family's budgeting journey. On this channel we do cash stuffing, we do budgeting, we do prepping, and we also at this time of year have a bit of a spooky theme. My birthday is Halloween, so we put a fun edge into our channel and do all things spooky and holy and stuff like that. So if any of that sounds relatable or interesting, please press the like and subscribe button. That would be fantastic. Come over to our family. The algorithm doesn't like us over here. So this is just a basic video. It's just a carry on really from the blackout box that I did. A lot of those things overlap in this video, but I was sort of looking at winterproofing my house and my life really, so I just thought that I would go over some things that we do. A lot of it was included in that blackout video, so if you haven't seen that, go and watch it. A lot of that will help as well. There's a few things that I didn't mention that I thought I would go over now, and a few things that I've been doing that I thought, oh, I could mention those would be handy as well, so just to make it a bit easier during the silly season that's coming up. Forgive me for looking at my notes. So I thought about the things we might need and the things that we could do. So those are the things that I've been doing. Yeah, apparently the 4-day blackout thing is going to happen. I don't know. Probably won't. I can't imagine them shutting the country down for 4 days. That's ridiculous. What's more than likely going to happen is we might have rolling blackouts. And like I said before, I will do lots and lots of more videos on preparing for things like that. A lot of good suggestions in my last video, but again, we'll go over it all, so don't panic. Remember, we are prepared, not scared here. So a lot of this does overlap. So the usual blankets, hot water bottles. Remember to put the hot water bottle in the small of your back. It will warm your core up. Sleeping bags, remember to be warm before you get in your sleeping bag. That helps. Clothes, coats, wearing your outside stuff in. It's you know, it's pretty standard stuff really to stay warm. But yeah, so what I was doing this week was most of my curtains are blackout and lined anyway, but the ones in my hallway are not. I did put one of those, just those springy poles across. So what I did then was just put a blackout curtain in front of it, and I hemmed the lining myself, so I've got to get the sewing machine out and do it properly. But I thought while I was doing it might be worth mentioning. You don't have to buy blackout curtains, just buy ordinary curtains by the lining. Sometimes it's easier to tack them on yourself, which is what I did to that curtain, because that's quite a big drop, because there is a draft that comes under the door out there. So all of these things are just literally to keep the warm air in and the cold air out, if that makes sense, especially if you live in an ex-council house like I do. These places were not properly maintained, so there's a lot of gaps and drafts everywhere. So, you know, what I do to combat that really. So we've got curtains maybe on your patio doors if you don't have curtains or what. Just something to seal it in, do you know what I mean? Didn't really need one on the front door, but like I said, there's a big draft that comes under there, so I put blackout lined curtains in there. And also what I did buy in the charity shop is this. Now I know it's not a particularly good looking thing, but because, let's turn him around the right way. This is a very old-fashioned thing. I don't know if people have these anymore. I did see them online. I saw them coming back into fashion. But it is a draft excluder, so basically I put that up against the door, and yeah, there you go. That will stop a lot of the draft. I'm not saying it'll stop all of it, but again, that is a big help, along with the curtain underneath as well. That's all good. Yeah, that was £2 from the local charity shop. Bargain. What I will just say is, if you hear any noise in the background, I've got my Oscar, my little Oscar. My youngest one, he is disabled. He's in a wheelchair just here, bless him. The family are having a Mortal Kombat tournament. You might hear some noise in the background, and also the dog keeps chasing the cat around, but I'm going to have to film, otherwise I'll never get this done. I am, by the way, sub-zero, and I am unbeaten as it goes at the moment, so yeah, complaining. So yeah, lined curtains, front door, draft excluder, anything to stop the drafts coming in. Once you've done all the usual stuff to yourself, of course, you know, we've been over all that, all the multiple layers, your thinnest one on the inside going out to your thickest one. If you are new to the channel, my youngest son is very physically disabled, so in winter what I do is literally strap skiing gear onto him. It's the only thing that really keeps him warm when we're out and about, and sometimes when we're in the house and he can't get warm. Did have a little moment like that last night, because obviously the seasons are changing now, and it's, you know, it's all changing, so it's getting colder, and he was cold last night. So I just put him in salopettes and thermals and stuff like that. If you have a cold child, maybe you could do that. I get all my stuff secondhand on Vinted or eBay. Vinted, eBay, yeah, Vinted or eBay or somewhere like that. I never ever buy new salopettes. There's always someone that either hasn't used them or went skiing and used them once or whatever. We do that. The next thing I wanted to say, a lot of the next things are lights, maybe things that we didn't go through last time. What I did want to show you that I didn't have last time was this. These are online, and this is not my old one, but these are my brand new ones. Now this has lamp oil in it. I've put the, I don't know if you can see the, there we go. Can you see the pop-up? Yeah. So with these, the only thing I would say is it kicks out a lot of black smoke to start off with. So if you are going to use a lamp with proper lamp oil in it, go and light it outside, wait for 20, 30, 40 seconds until all that black film comes off, and then bring it back inside. It'll be much better. Lamp oil, if it's going to go on for a long time, is a good alternative, because I think it stores for years, if not forever. So that's a good one to start off with. If you want these, I think they were a pack of 2 on eBay. They are brand new. I do have my late dad's antique one, so as well. So obviously there's a fire risk with these and a carbon monoxide risk with anything with an open flame in the house. So the only thing I would say is, if you're thinking about using these, if you haven't got a carbon monoxide meter, get one, and if you've got it, test it. I did that. I usually do them once a month anyway, but I did just go and press the button a minute ago. It's so loud. So yeah, just to make sure that everything's working. If you're going to have open flame in a kid's bedroom, if it does get around to rolling blackouts, they've got LED night lights, but if not, they can have this. I did just have a look on Mountain Warehouse website. This is a Mountain Warehouse wind-up lantern. We have used this so many times. We use it camping. It's been dropped plenty of times. It's just been abused. I will light it down here just to make sure. So it's got like 3 settings on it. Don't know if that's too bright. But there's like that one, and there's another one, and it's literally, you wind it up and hang it up. I don't think you can get any better than that, really. That's not a fire risk, that's not anything. So if this all does go ahead, this will be our main light in here maybe, along with a few candles, but this will definitely go in the kids' bedrooms. So yeah, they can have one like this. They do little handheld ones that you can, you know, just zhuzh up yourself as well. They're all over the internet. But this one, I did have a look. Mountain Warehouse don't do this anymore. They had some nice USB ones, but they were like £30 each or something. But still, that's another idea. So let me just blind myself by turning it off. You can see. So yeah, that's a good idea. Kids' bedrooms, anything. Maybe on the stairs, you know, maybe somewhere like that. Somewhere that you don't need it knocked off, and you couldn't have, say you couldn't have one of these there. This I would probably put in the kitchen somewhere. Yeah, but there's plenty of alternatives, but this is a good option if you have no kids, or you know, you wanted something a bit more permanent, and it's probably a lot cheaper as well in the long run. I also, going along the lights things, bought these. They come in a pack of 4. This was more for security than anything else. It is. They're all little solar security lights. I won't put it on here. It's so bright. So I don't know if you can see that. Whoops. There we go. It is so bright. So obviously that comes on, well, it's supposed to, in the night. There we go. It's got 3 settings, and they are, so we've got a couple of dark alleys, so to walk up. So I'm going to put those on there. It's just something. It's a deterrent as well. If someone steps near it, bright light comes on. You know, thinking security-wise as well. So there's going to be rolling blackouts. You're going to have to think about safety and stuff as well, because the first thing they will turn out is the lights, as in street lights. So the next thing that I got these a couple of years ago, and that is 8-hour candles. They're just tea lights, but they're 8-hour ones. I have tested these out. They're a good 6 hours, maybe 7, but I didn't get 8 out of them. So, but yeah, these at the moment are on. I didn't see them on the Tesco website. Couldn't get a hold. This is where I bought them from my local Tesco's. I saw the range or Home Bargains on Amazon. They are very, very expensive. This bag cost me £1.79. On Amazon, the cheapest I could find them was like 5 or 6 quid easy. So try and get all those Home Bargainy places, rangy places first, because they're £1.79, £4.50. So those you can put everywhere. The other thing I was going to say about these is, this takes me back a long way. Hands up if you were a Girl Guide or a Brownie. Can anyone tell me what I would use this for? Anyone know? What we used to do is get an empty tin can and hollow it out at the bottom, put holes in the top and in the sides. You could either use it as a lantern, or you could make drop scones on top. So literally make pancake mixture and drop it on the top, and the heat of this will cook a small pancake on the top. If you remember making drop scones and brownies, please put it down below. I want to know that I'm not the only one that did that. That'd be great. So yeah, there's those. I actually did that. We had a couple of blackouts this year, quite bad ones actually. One was off for 3 days. The one that was just a whole day, we made drop scones, and I showed the kids how to do it because they didn't believe me. So there we go. Okay. Right, next we've got is one of these. It is just sort of lights out as well, but maybe I know what I will be using is probably, I've got a little stove outside and a little chimney. We usually sit out there for bonfire night anyway, but we might be using that a bit more. I know that my electric cooker in here is so expensive to run, because as soon as I turn it on, the meter's going mental. So maybe not one like this, but something to heat stuff with, you know, when you're really cold, how nice that cup of tea is or whatever. So nice. Maybe it's a barbecue outside, save the electric a bit, you got some coals left from the summer, any wood, anything like that. It's just another idea not to turn the electric on in the house. We make it fun, we go outside. We probably take these with us. Don't know why they're not working. These lights are solar lights. I obviously did not turn them on, but yeah, we'll sit out there around a little fire in our fire pit. You know, maybe if you don't want to go outside or it's too cold outside, maybe like this for a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. You could easily, you know, I've got a little gas burner that goes on top. The gas burner was literally like £4 or £5. They just screw in, and then you put the flaps open, sit it on top. It is just an idea. I don't know how cost effective these are. But if we do start getting blackouts and stuff like this, I would be getting one of these maybe, because once everyone cottons on to the fact that they're going to need a lot of candles, a lot of light, and a lot of, let's say, things that don't require electricity to keep them warm, like you could easily make a cup of tea on this or whatever, jet boil, they will go, and once they've gone you won't be able to get them again. So if you have some spare cash, it's advisable. This is the big 500ml. Is this 500? Yeah, this is a biggie. You can get little ones. So yeah, this is just an option. It's another way of thinking outside the box instead of putting the electricity on. I did cover that again in my last video, so please go and watch this. I am going to put a proper playlist up. I've only got my first couple in there, but they will all be in there, and yeah, it will be all in a playlist. This is a bit of an alternative idea, but I did like it. I don't know, it's not standing up because it's so hot in it. It's a bit warm in here, so what it is I will put his channel and his YouTube down below. There is a gardening channel and he made these, and so did we. Basically what it is it's vegetable fat. This is that Trex stuff, and these are 100-hour candles. Basically what you do is you melt the Trex, you put these little candles, I don't know if you can see that in there, it's just falling over. Put an ordinary little candle in there. Let's see if I can pull it out. Oh, not quite. In the middle, put the Trex around the outside, and you light it. And I'm sure there are lots of people out there that have done 100-hour candle videos. But basically he was putting them in his greenhouse to keep his plants warm. But I thought, if that's a 100-hour candle, why could you not put that in your house and keep yourself lit for 100 hours? Basically it's just because the vegetable fat, you know, acts like a candle, but it does last about 100 hours. Ones this size, I did burn them for a good 70 or 80 hours. I did try that when I made these a couple of years ago, and they did go for a very long time. So yeah, that's another idea. So just search 100-hour candle. I will put his channel underneath. He is a gardening channel. He's a lovely chap. He's a UK gardener actually. He's got an allotment, and he made these. I think it's got millions of views now, that video. But yeah, another idea to save money. That Trex is like, I don't know how much it is. I'll put it up here if I can remind future Emily, editing Emily. But yeah, I don't even know if they do it. If they don't, I'll put something similar up. But yeah, 100 hours for, I don't know how much that cost me, not very much. Jar 50p, the Trex is a quid or two. The little candle in the middle I bought in from a massive pack that I had left over from an advent calendar, an advent candle calendar. So yeah, very cheap, very good. We like that a lot. The only other things that I thought about were, make sure you've got plenty of this or something to light things with. I noticed that in my local shops we usually have wood and fire starters and all that. There is none of that this year. Apparently there is a wood shortage, so I will be scowling round for wood logs and things, because I don't want a whole winter's worth. I just want some to go on my fire pit outside, and yeah, so I don't want like a ton of them. That would be pointless. I just want a couple of bags, and the bags are not forthcoming this year, so everyone obviously has the same idea. I also have one of these. I show this every time. It is the baby of the group. If you can afford to get one, I would. Someone asked me the question, could I plug my fridge into it? My answer is yes. I have a half-size sort of waste fridge. I did plug it in. It was perfectly fine. I'm not sure how many hours that would work for though, should we have a power out. So I'd have to test that out. But this thing is good for everything. Battery packs. You know, the little battery packs that you power your phone with. All of my batteries I try and buy rechargeable. I know that they're expensive, but at least then you can keep recharging them and keep reusing them. I know they don't last forever, but we like rechargeable batteries because they're a good, what words am I looking for? Oh, they're not a waste of money. You know, you get a lot of value for money out of rechargeable batteries. So brain fog then, honestly. There's like everyone running by behind the camera. Oh dear, but we wouldn't have it any other way. So, if I've missed anything or there's anything to add, please enter it down below. I would just look around your house, you know, see what you can do about insulation, maybe putting some curtains up, maybe putting a few draft excluders in, getting all your boiler and stuff serviced. I would love an open wood fire. Not going to happen, but if it did, I would get that serviced and the chimney swept. See, we grew up like that. That's how I grew up. In September, the fire was, the chimney was swept and everything was sorted, ready for winter. I do miss that. I would like a log burner. I'm not sure if that's possible or not. I will keep you updated, but I would definitely love one. There is a fireplace here for it. It's just a case of finding out, spending money, and then so I'd have to find out how much all that costs as well. But yeah, I will stop rambling. I hope you found this interesting. Yeah, check out the guy's link below. He does the 100-hour candles. They are fantastic. I'm not sure about 100 hours. I think it depends really how big the jar is, but they are definitely, I've got 70 or 80 hours out of these and they were still going good. So yeah, I think that that's probably a good thing. Okay, and the last thing is one of these. The last thing I would have is one of these. This will keep you so warm, it will be ridiculous. So if you have one of these, it will also keep you warm. It is a form of warmth. Oh, he's so cute. I hope you enjoyed all this. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I've done a few proper videos, so they'll all be in a playlist, and obviously we will see what comes of all this. But as I said, even though this is prepared in September, I will still keep going, and we will get through it together. Okay, love you loads. Have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you soon. From my family to yours, God bless. Bye-bye. Bye.